All right, we are live, and I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. My name is Bubby Gunter, and this is the Social Media Mastery webinar where I come together with a couple of my friends. One is sick, and one has had their son's birthday today, so she couldn't make it. And one is sick, he can't talk. So I'm by myself today. I'd like to say hey to Patty, Ray, Lauren, Dion. How y'all doing today? The chat has been enabled. Y'all can just say hello to everybody. I see somebody has a raised hand. If you have a question, just type it into the chat real quick and I can answer it for you. Is the chat on? Yeah, I see Laura. Hello, Lauren, hello. How you doing today? Ray, how you doing today? It was good talking to you on the phone. I'm glad to see you made some good decisions. You're moving in the right direction with My Lead System Pro. A little bit about tonight, we'll be discussing how to brand yourself, what exactly is branding yourself, and how is branding yourself going to make your sales and your leads increase, your signups increase. Everything is centered around properly branding yourself. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen and we can get started. All right, I call this From Plasma to Profits. It's Facebook marketing secrets tonight. And I want to ask you, are you today where you thought you would be when you started your home business? If the answer is no, then you're in the right place. And I want you to stick around until the end because I'm going to have some special bonuses for you that will, without a doubt, increase your sales, profits, signups, or whatever you're looking for, leads. I'll have special bonuses at the end. That's guaranteed. I have implemented some of these strategies and they have worked for me. I generate between 10 to 15 leads a day and I stop taking them simply because it becomes a little overwhelming. When you see this picture, stop what you're doing and take note. Grab your pen, grab your pad, and get ready to take a note. That's called my money sign. The frame, the slide that I'll be on is going to be discussing something that's going to be super, super important to you. So you're not going to want to miss that particular slide. So pay particular close attention. Please, if you will, turn off your Facebook, which I'm doing right now. You can see my YouTube's going off and all I have on is my webinars on there, Google Hangout, and the slide presentation. There's nothing that's going to happen on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, nothing that's going to be more important than what you're seeing here tonight. See if I can get that up for you. There you go. A little bit about myself. I was a laid off construction worker and I got hurt at home. I went to work, and when I went to work, I couldn't turn my head because my neck was injured. And my boss saw that I was injured. He asked me what happened, and I shared with him that I got hurt at home. I was working and I fell off a ladder. And so he sent me home for the day, and a day turned into three, and three turned into a complete layoff for me. It was a devastating moment. I'd sit at home. I was hurt. My wife had to go back to work, and she worked in a hotel, cleaning hotel rooms and changing bed sheets, which it's an honest living, but it was a little degrading to me because I grew up in a household that said the man is supposed to go out and work for a living. And it was just a struggle for me to deal with the fact that I could not work and my wife was having to provide for me. So I was the guy who joined a company. I got a letter, an email that told me that for $7 I could get a business in a box, that everything that you needed to run a home business would be there. And for $7, you can join our company and we're going to show you how to turn $7 into $500 a day if you need to. And if you're not making $10,000 in that month, well then bless God, we'll give you your money back. So I went and cashed in our change jar because that's how bad we were hurting. And I had $63. And from the $63, I paid the $7. I got in and I watched the first video and started getting my setup done. Yeah, you know, we're all marketers. You know that when you join your company, you have to do setups. I was doing my setup. I got to the second video, and the guy on the video, Chris Jones, went to telling me, well, now you need your autoresponder. And without an autoresponder, you're not going to be able to get this job done. And the autoresponder is $20, and that sends it out, and it makes it run on automatic for you. So for $20, go ahead and click that button, pay the $20, get your autoresponder so you can start raking in your money right now. So I'm thinking, wow, $20 more. And I know we're running low, but I seen the results of the other people, and I seen their posts saying that they were making $3,000 a week, and this is what I was needing and wanting. So I said, all right, if it takes $20 and I got to get the autoresponder so I can start raking in the money, then bless God, that's what I'm going to have to do. And then after that, I went on to the next video, and the next video said, well, we're glad you're here. We're glad you got $7 paid, and we're glad you bought the autoresponder, but now you need to buy this, and it's $47 for this. And you just need to understand, Bubby, that right now it's happening to you, but pretty soon it's going to be happening for you. And for $47 more, and then it's going to be that, and then you'll be raking in the money. So I'm thinking, well, damn, I'm a little shy on the $47. So I went and borrowed $10 from a friend, put it on the card, bought the $47 product to upgrade to the 6-figure income secrets, and got started. And don't you know it, around the 5th video, 6th video, it was, all right, now that you've got this started and you paid your $7 and you got your $20 for your autoresponder and you bought the upsell to $47 for your 6-figure income secrets, it's time for you now to upgrade to black, and it costs $3,000. And as soon as you pay this $3,000, you're going to be able to start raking in the money. And I'm going, what? How's that possible? Well, their phrase in the videos are, right now it's happening to you, but pretty soon it's going to be happening for you. And I didn't understand quite what that meant at first. And as I took a swipe and I put it in a post in a group, and I posted in a group, and I posted in a group, and I ended up being in 1,100 groups, and it took me all day, 18 hours to post into all these groups, and I wasn't seeing a return, absolutely nothing. And before I knew it, I was broke again. And my wife, bless her heart, she never gave up on me. She hung in there, and she just encouraged me to just keep going. And I wasn't making a penny. I done spent everything that I had. So I went to my mentor, and I'm like, hey man, when am I supposed to start raking in this money you're talking about? And he's like, well, here's what you got to do. You take this picture right here that shows that your income for this week was $3,000, and you post this into the groups. And when people see that you're making $3,000 a week, they're going to join you. And it won't be long before you're making $3,000 a week, Bubby. And I said, well, hold up. That's not honest, because I'm not making $3,000 a week. And I'll be telling people I am. And then when they join, what am I supposed to tell them? So well, you just tell them to post the same picture of $3,000. I'm making $3,000 a month. I mean, $3,000 a week, and you can too. Just sign for $7 and you'll be in the door. And I'm like, but that's not true. And I had a problem with that. And a lot of the other people that were in our group had the same problem. They didn't want to be dishonest either. And so we did our best to learn the secrets to Facebook marketing, other than having to just be honest, lie to people. And what I've coined as just posting fake ass results, trying to convince people what you're making and you're not. And that's just not a way that nobody should have to live. I mean, we came into this business, this home network marketing business, with a promise that it would be easy, that we could make a lot of money if we applied ourselves, And my first experience was traumatic. I was scammed, but I didn't give up. I met a man online after I wrote my book called The Foundation for Facebook Marketing Success on how to establish your Facebook business page. And I went to him and I asked him, how could I publish my book to help struggling entrepreneurs, because everybody seemed to be having the same questions. And after he read the book, he came to me and he said, well, Bubby, he said, this is really good value that you'd be bringing to the marketplace. You know, if you're open, I'd like to share a community with you that sounds like you'd fit in well with. So I watched a My Lead System Pro video, and in that video, Brian Finale talks about how today's marketing schemes have put a stain on the real people who love their jobs and turn to home marketing as a way of income, and they were tired of it. And 5- and 6-figure earners have gotten together and they begin to train home business owners in the ways that they should market. And it cost $10. And of course, they promised me a business in a box, just like everything else, but I was broke. But I'm the guy that continued to believe that it was possible, because I could see people making 5 figures, 6 figures, and even 7 figures a month. I watched one woman who came from absolutely nothing, and she makes $2 million a month. And Ray Higdon, who makes $3,500 approximately on his blog a day. And I'm just amazed at this, and I'm going, there's got to be a way that this can be done. And so I didn't give up. I went down to the plasma center here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I donated plasma. I got $50 more, and I joined the company called My Lead System Pro. Now, My Lead System Pro is not a business opportunity. It's an educational platform where they train home business owners in marketing strategies for Facebook, Instagram, or anywhere else, any other social media, YouTube, and help us to become more successful. And I'm the guy that locked arms with a particular group called My Lead System Pro, and those marketers experience tremendous success, and they train us. Now, like I said earlier, I was getting absolutely nowhere in my marketing, and then I met these people. I joined the organization, and now, as you can see, this particular post right here, 407 people was reached, and 114 people viewed it. 28% of the people that was reached watched this video. These are organic reaches, not boosted posts. I want to say that too, that when I posted this on my page, because of the content, people started noticing, and they came and they started watching my videos. On this particular post right here, 5,062 people were reached. 750 people shared this post. That's important, because the more people that share your post, the more people that see your post, and the more people that see your post, we'll get to that in a minute. But then that's Facebook. I got over here on my Pinterest, and all of a sudden I'm getting 1,000 views a day, 962 views a day, and I average half of that in pins. So I get about 450 pins a day, repins a day. And if you're on Pinterest, you know what that means. On my YouTube channel that I established, I got over 1,000 views my first month. I have a Facebook SEO technique that puts me on the front page of YouTube within 3 to 5 days. If whatever video you see here that I choose, I can get put on the first page simply by an SEO trick that I've learned with these people. I'm the best selling author, or best giveaway author, I should say, of the Foundation for Facebook Marketing Success. It's been downloaded over 1,000 times. And I'm the creator of the 5-minute marketing tip of the day on YouTube. Everybody knows when you look back at these slides here and you see 114 people saw that post, 750 people shared that, almost 1,000 views on Pinterest. a day, over 1,000 views on my YouTube channel in a month, over 1,000 downloads on my ebook, and I'm the 5-minute marketing tip of the day, which is what made this so successful. Is that marketers want to find out the information they need for traffic, how to generate leads, how to increase their page engagements, and I teach you that in 5 minutes or less. And once you get it, you go implement it, and you start seeing results. Everybody knows the more people that see your products, see your services, what does that equal? Equals money. The more people that see your offer, the more likely somebody is to buy. And right now I sit at the feet of 5- and 6-figure earners like Bill Pescascolito and his wife Michelle, the Facebook marketing masters. Rob Ford right there, SEO genius. He's built a 6-figure companies. And every Wednesday night, the TVs go off, the Facebook tab gets shut down, the telephone gets turned off, and I sit at these people's feet and I listen to what they have to say. Why? Because, for example, Justice right there is a webinar expert. He teaches webinars. And he was a broke waiter, saved his tips. April Marie Tucker, a cocktail waitress, saved her tips and got involved and started learning from these people. And now they are multimillionaires. They had something I wanted to hear. I accomplished all my successes because of the leadership of My Lead System Pro and because of a video series that these 3 men have called 5,000 in 30 Days. They were asked by the owner of My Lead System Pro, if you were dead broke, no money in your pocket, you have no email list, you have no leads, all you have is the knowledge of the internet, could you, and your child or your spouse or your parent was going to die in the next 30 days because of a disease, but there was a cure that you could buy for $5,000. Could you make $5,000 in 30 days? And if so, how would you do it? And they hit a record button, and Rob Ford explained how if his child was dying and only had 30 days to live, but he could get $5,000, would save the child's life, could he do it? And he explained how he would do it. Frank and Mark, YouTube experts, sat down, was asked the same question. Your child's dying. He's got 30 days to live. Unless you come up with $5,000, can you do it? I said, absolutely. And they sat down and explained how they would make $5,000 in the next 30 days if their children's lives depended on it. And I bought that video series for $27, and I've watched it 7 times. And everything these men say to do that they would do if their child's life was on the line, I've done, and I'm watching my profits start increasing and skyrocket. So I owe my success to these men's dedication to struggling entrepreneurs like myself. I'm the guy that would never give up, and I sit, like I said, at their feet every Wednesday in the free weekly webinar in the comfort of my own home in the air condition. I don't have to travel across the United States, and I get to hear the tips and the strategies and the tricks that they use to make 5 figures, 6 figures, and even one with 7 figures a month. Like I said, that's me right there when I was working construction work, and I was Superman to my family. I put clothes on their back, food on the table, and my son was taking a picture, so I posed for him. But that came to an end when I got laid off, and I'm sitting at home in front of this computer, and I was determined not to play Farmville. I was going to figure out what it took, even after being scammed the way I was, how I was going to turn this situation around. And now we've put our daughter through dance. Our son wanted to learn horseback riding. We went on vacation to, let's see, that's Gulfport. And then this one right here was Pensacola. And we are now starting to enjoy the life that I've always wanted to give my family. When my son wants to take karate and I'm broke because I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but that doesn't happen anymore. And how will it feel tonight if you could go to bed tonight, put your head on your pillow, close your eyes and get some rest, knowing in your heart that you found the answers that you've been looking for? If you've been struggling to generate leads, if you've been struggling to get signups and to make money and to put your home-based business into positive cash flow, you can get some rest tonight. I'm going to show you one of the secrets. And not only that, I'm going to show you just how easily it is to attract prospects and how to make money right now from Facebook marketing. And what'd you come here today to learn? I'm going to show you what branding you Inc. really means. You're going to learn how to brand yourself, how it's going to increase your networking skills, and how to apply it right now. And I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom of a successful marketing at the end of this webinar, just like I do every Wednesday night for free. So what is branding yourself? And how do you brand yourself? Well, the first thing that you would want to think about when you hear branding is how you brand a horse, for example. They mark the horse as their ownership and it belongs to them. But branding also can mean like Nike, for example, whose slogan is what? Just do it. And what branding is it is your story. It is who you are. You have been branding yourself all your life. And what branding actually means is simply, it is how someone perceives who you are. And how do you brand yourself? Branding yourself is pretty easy online. We get kind of confused. We make things a little bit more difficult than it really is. But if you were going to brand yourself, you want to brand yourself in your blog. You want to brand yourself with a video. You want to put your picture out there. You want to put your name out there. You want people to begin to get to know who you are, not a particular brand of a product. But we're going to discuss that in just a second. Who's heard of the phrase, the money is in the list? And what does that mean? Anybody know what the money's in the list means? Have you heard that phrase before? Type it in the chat and let's see. I'm going to go ahead and come out of here so we can talk face to face. Stop sharing. All right. The money's in the list. All right. Now, we've heard that phrase. Ray, have you heard that phrase, the money's in the list? Lauren, have you heard the phrase, the money's in the list? Deanna, Patty, who's heard that the money is in the list? Type it in the chat for me. Anybody? Y'all not being chatty tonight. All right, well, when the money is in the list, what that means is you've went out there. There you go, Dorico. I'm glad to see you can make it. You've went out there, you've hustled, and you've convinced somebody that your offer is just irresistible, that without it, their life would just come to an end. So they have clicked on your page, they put in their email, and their name now goes into your list, which means your autoresponder, and they start getting letters from you. Now, this is where it starts getting good for you, is where the letters that you're going to send is branding yourself. And the post that you put out there on Facebook brands yourself. And you brand it as, like I was in the beginning, 1,100 groups. And I post, link. And basically, that's called what? A spammer, right? I'm out there spamming the groups with my link. And so I have branded myself as a spammer. Now, That's not saying posting to the groups is wrong. I'm not saying that. I still post to the groups, but I post differently now since I've learned differently from these 5, 6, and 7-figure earners. And what they taught me was what's called attraction marketing. I'll go into these groups and I'll pick particular people out and I'll start a conversation with them. And then one conversation chat leads to another, and they go, well, eventually, well, what is it that you do, Bubby? And I said, well, I solve people's problems. I'm sort of like Batman. And anybody with a problem, I help them with. If you need lead generation, I have some free training on lead generation. Do you like Facebook? Do you like Instagram? If you like Instagram or Facebook, for example, right now, if you'll click the little cart, you'll see that there's a free Facebook cheat sheet right there. If you're struggling on Facebook marketing and posting into these groups and you need a little help in the direction that you should go so that you can increase your leads and sales and signups, then click right there and get the free cheat sheet. Read it and implement what Michelle Pesca-Scalita has said. Now, who is she? She's one of the women in My Lead System Pro. Now, Michelle Pesca-Scalita started off, if you're on my list, you're getting a letter that talks about who she is. She started a home business group. She struggled. She had a hard time, and frustration set in, doubt set in. Did she make the right decision starting her own business? How do you do this? She was ready to give up, but she had an encouraging husband that said, just keep going, babe, I got this. And because of his encouragement, because of her perseverance to not give up, she has now been raised to the point where this woman makes more money off of Facebook marketing than anybody on the planet. And she's put together this cheat sheet right here that shows you what she does and how she generates the leads and makes the sales that she does. And when I see a struggling marketer out there and I ask them, well, where are you struggling? Or do you like Facebook marketing or Instagram marketing? And they say Facebook. I said, well, Michelle Pesca-Scalita has a cheat sheet that she's given us to give away to you. Now, what I'm doing in this chat, I'm branding myself. See, I am showing the individual I am someone who can help you. I'm someone who cares. I'm not someone who's going to say, well, why don't you take a look at this product right here? It's $97. I've got a $97 product for sale, which I highly encourage everybody to buy because I bought it and it's like, wow. But that's not the point. The point is I'm branding myself as somebody that they can turn to when they need help. Every single day, 30 people message me on Facebook, Bubby, how do you do this? And guess what? I could point them to my YouTube channel that my mentor taught me to set up. Dorico taught me to set up and to make videos. When people ask me a question, I answer their question, then I go make a video for it and put it on YouTube. Now tomorrow, if Ray has the same question that somebody's asked me in the past, I could say, you know what, Ray, it's funny you should mention that. I've got a YouTube video that addresses that same problem right there. How do you put a Pinterest tab on your Facebook fan page? I got a video for that. How do you put the Instagram tab on your Facebook? I, Bubby Garner, struggled with that for 2 months. I could not find a YouTube video up to date that would show me how to put those tabs, and I wanted them so bad so my page would look so pretty and get better engagements. I had really no clue how powerful they were, because when you post in a group, all right, and 30 minutes later you go back to look for your post, where's it at? It's gone. Or if you go to Twitter and you post a tweet, and that person that gets that tweet has 5,000 followers, 2,000 followers, and those followers are tweeting too, your post is being pushed down, your tweet's being pushed down the list. But I learned this, that if I put the Twitter tab, the Instagram tab, and the YouTube tab on my Facebook fan page, people can come to my page, click on my Twitter button, and my tweets are not in competition with nobody. They can see right there all the professional content and quality content that I'm providing for them on my Twitter page. And there's the follow button right there. And every day I get at least between 5 to 8 followers just off my Facebook fan page, because I don't even go to Twitter no more. Whenever I do a post, they ask me, do you want to post this on Twitter too? Yeah, bam. I don't even go to Twitter. People from Twitter come to Facebook, they look at my Twitter tab. But what have I done? How's that possible? I've branded myself as somebody. When they go to look for some material, they need an article on how to generate leads on Twitter. So they come over to my Facebook fan page, they click on my YouTube tab, and there's all my videos. They scroll through it, and they're going to see how they can get some leads off of Twitter. They click the Twitter lead button. I'm a problem solver. In other words, I've branded myself as the go-to person. When you have a question, let's go see Bubby and see what he's got to say. Is this making sense to you? The money's in the list. Why? Because every single day, if you're on my list, you get a letter from me. Not a company letter. You're not going to get sales letters. You're going to get a letter that's going to show you how you can increase your home business. For example, I have a letter from Kate. That's the first letter everybody gets. Kate's explaining how she struggled and now how she's turned from struggling to generating 250 leads a day. All right. And she tells her story and offers you an opportunity to come to the webinar and watch it and learn from her and learn from the other 5- and 6-figure earners. The next letter you get is from Ray Higdon, or it's from me, but it's about Ray Higdon. And Ray Higdon has a teaching on how to establish authority. And authority is what you want to brand yourself as. You want to establish your brand, you Inc., as the authority in a particular field. That way, when somebody has a question, they come to you. And they say, damn, this dude is smart. What do you do, Ray? And Ray says, well, it's funny you should ask. I help people. If you, whatever you need help doing, that's what I do. You branded yourself as the helper. You branded yourself as the authority in your field. You've branded yourself as the individual who, when I have a problem, I can call on you, and you're 99% of the time going to have the answer, Dorico, Patty. And it's called leader. It's called leadership. We have to establish, if you're going to be successful, you want to establish that you're a leader. All right. And once that happens, once you quit, whenever you learn this very, I'm not saying, because I still post my products and services, so don't misunderstand me. When you start posting ads or commenting on people's ads about how nice their ad is, and then they can get curious and say, well, who is this? And they come over to your page and look at your content, and they're going, this is interesting. He's got a Twitter button, and they click Ray's Twitter button, and then they click Dorico's Instagram button, and they start seeing the products and the services that Dorico has, and they start seeing Patty's content on how to generate leads and increase your sales. You start becoming their go-to person. Am I making sense to somebody? That's what they mean by the money's in the list. You're branding yourself every single day to every single lead that you get. Because last week's topic was, what do you do with a lead after you get it? I can ask 100 people, and 99 of them, when I say, well, what are you struggling with? To get leads? Okay. Give you a magic wand right now, and you shake it, bam, you get 100. What do you do with them? And then 50 out of the 99 go, I don't know. But we're just conditioned to understand you're supposed to get leads. For what? What do I do with a lead after I get it? they go into your autoresponder, or I know my mentor don't like me saying that word, but they start getting letters from you that establishes you as the go-to person. When I teach you that you need to establish authority, if you want anybody to join you, and you can understand the concept of how important authority is, well, then you'll be posting less products. You'll be posting less product ads as you are content ads. Then that's going to draw people to you. And then they go, well, I look over there on your page and you're with Unique. And you're like, well, yeah, I'm with Unique. It's like, well, that's cool. How are you doing in Unique? Oh, golly, I'm doing awesome in Unique. And I bring up Unique because one of my good friends is in Unique and also in My Lead System Pro, and another one's in Jeunesse. Melissa's in Jeunesse, and she's here. How you doing, Melissa? But the point is, they're establishing their authority in the field of network marketing, just like I'm doing. And I do that. I start branding myself as the authority figure, as the go-to person when people has questions, by posting videos on YouTube, by writing a blog report every day. All right, be consistent. I am who I am today because the man that sponsored me was consistent. And the man that sponsored me, I perceived him as an authority in his field. Why? Because every single day he put up a new video. Every single day I was getting a notification on Facebook or Google Plus that he was posting a blog report. And I'd shoot over there to see what he was saying. And next thing I knew, when I had a question, I didn't go to anybody else. I went to the person that I perceived was a leader and a mover, a shaker, somebody that would have the answer, because he has the answer for everything else. Surely he'd have the answer for what I had a question for. And when I went to him, I got the answer I needed, and I turned around, got introduced to this program called My Lead System Pro, who now I learned really how to brand myself, how to get my videos ranked #1, how to get my content on the first page of Google, how to get, where do you get free traffic? Where do you get viewers for your YouTube channel and things like this? Every Wednesday night, free. Why? Because Rob Four, the man that makes $3,500 a day on his blog, when he does not promote it, all right? When he does not promote his blog, he makes $3,500 a day. I'm changing up the offer for y'all. He makes $3,500 a day on his blog when he doesn't promote it. Now, why? Because he's consistent, because he's showed himself to be an authority in his field. All right, network marketing. If you want to know how to generate leads, this man has sponsored over 1,100 people, over 1,100 people. He has sponsored into his current MLM business. So when he is having a meeting on Wednesday night, which the offer's out there right now, if you want to join us on the next Wednesday night meeting, I want to be there to find out what he's got to say. I want to know, well, Ray, I don't really need to know how to sponsor 1,100. I'll just settle for being able to sponsor 2, you know. But if you listen to what he has to say and you implement what he has to say, and you see it works. But then we have another saying in My Lead System Pro: after you've been taught what you need to do, then you implement what you've been taught. Now, after you've been implemented what you've been taught, you then go make a video about it. Hey, let me share something with you. The #1 way that you can establish authority in your field and become the go-to person is to have quality content of value that people are going to want. Okay. So I can't go out there and post into a home business group that I have the best dog food for sale. Why? Because they're not there for dog food. Somebody is on that page to learn how to generate leads, and I'm trying to sell them dog food. That's not what Ray says. Establish yourself as the go-to person in that niche and be the authority. And so basically, I learn what they say. Now, this is important. If I had a slide up right now, this would have the money sign on it. I learn what they tell me, then I implement what they tell me, and I watch to see what the results are going to be. And if the results are what they tell me it's going to be, then I make a video about it, a blog report about it. I post about it on Facebook, and I send a tweet over to Twitter, and I put a pin on Pinterest. And it takes me about less than an hour a day, an hour to write what, 3 paragraphs about something, make a video, post it, and you're through. And then somebody's going to see that. They're going to look at the video, or they're going to read my blog report on how to generate a lead using Facebook groups. Now, I've got one video where me, my sponsor, and well, my team, Brittany and Melissa, you know, we all work together, research together, and help each other out on the content to bring for the social media mastery. And oh Lord, I lost my train of thought. People, y'all forgive me. But I take what they learn, I implement it. This is what I'm going to have to work by myself. I'm sorry, y'all. I implement what they tell me has to be done to generate a lead using the groups. Oh, yeah, that's what I was talking about, the groups in Facebook. So I did a video, a webinar from the research that I did. I established my own Facebook group. I added people to the group. Instead of going and posting frivolous ads of products and services in these other groups, I go ask network marketers, hey, I have a group. Would you like to join me in this group and post your good content? Because I've been watching you, Dennis. I just messaged Dennis right before the meeting and said, you know what? I see you're an action taker. Every single day, I see you posting all day long. You're about your business. We're fixing to have a webinar, Dennis. Would you join us? And Dennis said, yeah, send me the link. And I said, well, enjoy an evening, sit back, relax, and just learn something. So I'm talking good about you, Dennis. But my point is this. I went out there and I told Dennis, we're having a meeting tonight. Won't you join us? And so Dennis is here. And so Dennis is now learning that he could save a whole lot of time from posting ads in groups, create his own group and invite people to his group and pin a post to the top, and everybody that comes to his group is going to see his ad. And instead of posting it into 500 groups, he's got 500 people that's going to come that day to post their ad in his group and read his post. And they can't help it. It's that simple, people. And then if you are like in My Lead System Pro, like we are, a lot of us are, if you look at my file tab, I have free Instagram cheat sheet. I have free Facebook cheat sheets. If you need to learn how to prospect, you tell me, Bubby, I'm able to get the leads. I get people interested, but I don't know what to say to them. Can you help me? Just like I did yesterday. Somebody had that same scenario for me. I'm getting leads, but I don't know what to say to them. I said, well, I'll tell you what I'll say to you is come on over here to my group. Look at my files tab, and I got top 10 prospecting tips by the great Ray Higdon, and it's a free video webinar that he's done that taught us how to talk to our leads and generate sales. What do we say? What do we don't say to a lead or a prospect to get them to buy our stuff? Well, how much does it cost? It's free. What are you talking about? How much does it cost? It's free. Just click the button and go get it. And I get his email address. Money's in the list, right? I get his email address. I did not one time tell that man, well, here's my product, won't you buy it? He goes on my list. He starts getting my letters every day. I start establishing myself with credibility and what is known in the network marketing world as know, like, and trust. First, they get to know you. And then they're going to decide, remember your branding? Then they're going to decide, do I like you? You know, are you a likable person? Are you somebody that I would work with? Because see, this is going through their mind as they're reading your material and looking at your stuff is, can they work with you? Are you likable? So you got the know and the like, and then the trust. See, around the 5th, 6th letter, you start, I tell them, you know, you having problems. There was a woman who told me she was having problems convincing people to buy her products, that she was getting plenty of leads. And I told her, I said, well, I'll tell you what, I just bought a product called an ebook or e-series called the Prospector's Playbook. Now, the Prospector's Playbook teaches you by Bill Pescascolita, him and his wife. Again, remember I told you that they are the Facebook marketing masters, that her husband has put together the Prospector's Playbook. And it is step by step what he tells a prospect and a lead when he gets a phone number. They'll give a phone number and he will call them and he'll say, hey, this is Bubby Gunner from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. How you doing today, Jane? And then he explains why he just said that whole statement. All right. Now, when I call a lead and I got a couple of phone numbers, and I'll be calling y'all tomorrow. So I'm putting you on top of ahead of the game of the reasons of why I'll be saying what I'm saying. But watch this. Hey, Jan, this is Bubby Gunner from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. How you doing today? In your mind, you just went, Bubby Gunner. Do I know a Bubby Gunner? Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Well, Louisiana, I'm in Minnesota. Louisiana's down there by the Gulf. Baton Rouge is the capital. And her mind is trying to figure out where Baton Rouge is in relation to Louisiana, in relation to the United States. So she does not have time to formulate an aggressive answer. Look, I'm busy. What do you want? No, her mind's engaged. Do I know a Bubby Gunner? Where's Baton Rouge, Louisiana? And then when you ask somebody a question and their mind is engaged, then psychologically, your mind has to have an answer for it. So when I said, hey, this is Bubby Gunner from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, how are you? Her mind goes to thinking, how am I? Well, I got a cold. Well, I'm doing fine. You know, well, the kids are fighting. I'm having to deal with the kids. Oh, really? How many kids do you got? See, the conversation gets started. Well, what can I help you with today, Bubby? Well, I mean, you opted into one of my websites. And from the look of the information, you look like you're struggling to generate leads online. So I'm calling to see how that's working for you and if there's anything I can do to help. Now, see how that works, people? I haven't tried to sell this woman nothing, and I'm not going to sell her nothing because I've branded myself as someone who helps, not a salesman. Now, Ray Higdon, I was watching in this series that I bought called The Sponsoring Secrets. He says that everybody loves to buy. Everybody loves that. You go to a store, you got the money in your pocket. Women have their purse, their hands, they're ready. They're looking for products that they're going to want and that they're going to like. And then here comes the salesman. Hey, can I help you with something? No, we're just looking. Well, see, that salesman just put into their mind in defense mode from buying to I'm just looking. So it's my job as a network marketer, if I want to be successful, to brand myself as somebody who is not what are you looking for? How can I help you in the area of which product of mine do you want to buy? Because they're not interested in that. You know, I listen to people and their problems every day, and you'd be surprised. I figured out, because I went to college and I took psychology, and it's being a network marketer, I'm gonna be honest with you, is almost synopsis with being a psychologist, because before you can even hope to make a sale, the second they realize you're trying to sell something to them, you've lost them, people. You've lost them. But if you're somebody who will sit there and listen to how their son's birthday party went, you know, they're going to want to know then, well, what is it that you do? And I have a picture of a dog. Some of y'all that's here might have seen it. Whenever I get asked, what is it you do? I tell them, Callie, you remember I showed you? She said, what do you do? I said, I'm Batman, you know, and I sent her the picture of the dog that says, holy crap, I'm Batman, you know, and I made her smile. Now, I could have pissed her at that point. Well, I'm in My Lead System Pro. We have this wonderful $10 offer where you could join our company and we're going to make you rake in the money, you know, but she hears that every day from people. What she wants is to laugh. What she wants is to feel comfortable and to have a conversation with somebody. And that's why I have a YouTube video that I made for my Facebook friends. And when somebody sends me a friend request, I send them the Facebook friend video that says, hey, I'm Bubby Garner. And I don't want to be just a number at the top of your page. Let's get to know each other. Let's chat. You know, tell me what you do. You know, and I like to share with you what I do. And conversations get started that way. And through the conversations, they begin to know you. Then they get to like you. Then they get to trust you. And then they go, well, Bubby, what do you recommend? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I was talking to one woman and she's in one business. She quit it. She joined this other business. And then she found out Tyra Banks. Oh, that's a good point. I'm glad I brought up. Then she found out Tyra Banks has started a new makeup launch. All right. And she's going to jump in and on that. And that's fine. That's what she wants to do. Now, I discouraged her from doing that because if you have problems selling a $10 makeup product, you're going to have a really hard time finding the group of people who will pay $36 for a little bitty tube of mascara. All right. But here's the thing. They're charging $36 a tube for the mascara. Why? Because it has Tyra Banks' name on it. In other words, they branded that mascara to Tyra Banks, connecting it, and they're going to make a lot of money off of it simply because of the brand Tyra Banks. Well, you'll make a lot of money, and you're going to make $5,000 in 30 days if you learn to brand yourself as somebody who can be the go-to person. Don't worry about the sale right now, because see, and people get upset about that. Well, I need to make some money. Well, that's fine. But if you want to make money, I like what Ray Higdon said. We got 2 platforms you can run on today. You can make money in 90 days by talking to 10 people, get 10 people every day that you talk to, and make one piece of content, make a blog report every day for the next 90 days, and you're going to start making some serious money within 90 days. But if you're a hustler and you want to know the hustle routine, you talk to 30 people a day and you make a blog report and a video. Well, I got news for Ray. I do a blog report, a video, a Pinterest pin, and a new post on Facebook. You know, I mean, I'm hustling. But I'm hustling in the right manner. I'm not out there just posting my ads hoping somebody wants to buy the particular deer antler hat rack that I have. But if I have a deer hat rack that I have for sale, well, then I'm going to look for that target audience. I'm going to try to get in and talk to them. I'm going to talk to 10 today, and then tomorrow I'll talk to 10 more. And then tomorrow, no, not right now, Ray. Tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'll talk to 20 people, and I'm doubling up on how many people I'm supposed to talk to, so that by the end of the week, those first 10 that I've talked to now, they're starting to know, like, and trust me, and they're asking me my opinion. And then they're asking my opinion, and I can tell them I wouldn't invest in a Tyra Banks situation, because if you're having a hard time selling a unique product or a wrap, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I didn't mean to say that as in selling those products are hard. Selling those products are really easy, because the 2 ladies that I work with are crushing it in their current MLM with Unique and Janess. I mean, they're awesome. But they've learned to brand themselves as friendly people who've established a group and talk to people every day And they're the go-to people. They say, Melissa, what do you think about this? And Melissa says, well, this. And they learn to trust her advice because she's branded herself as somebody that cares and is not pushy trying to sell them nothing. And before long, it's, well, what is it that you sell? Or she's got, like I shared with her, and she does it, is in her file tab, she has free things to give away to help generate leads and sales online for people who need it. But there's also ads up there for her unique makeup. And when people click on it, they see her products and she makes a sale that way. So, I mean, it's really simple, people. Once you learn that you want to brand yourself, branding yourself is simply, who are you? You. All right. Who do people perceive you to be? Are you the pushy salesperson who, when somebody sends you a friend request, you accept it and you go, hey, I'm in this group right here and we got a deal going on. It's $49 to start and $2,000 a month after that. Would you be interested? It's a wonderful group. You're like, well, damn, I don't even know you, you know. But 2 weeks down the road, 3 weeks down the road, the secret to this is, once you get those first couple of weeks out of your way as being a brand of a helper and somebody that's in authority, then 2 or 3 weeks down the road, as you're meeting the new people, the older people have gotten to know and like and trust you. And they do that through your email list because you're sending quality content to them on a daily basis. They get notified when Dorico has a new blog. They get notified when Ray has a new video. So they go check Ray's video out. And this time they've been used to how to establish authority, how to work as a team, how to generate a lead, what to do with a lead. And then bam, all of a sudden, the one video says, this is what I have found to be the #1 source of generating leads and making sales online. It's My Lead System Pro. Well, they know that Ray, they talk to Ray every day, and Ray's not going to steer them wrong, and Ray makes the sale. Now, that's from somebody he met 2 weeks ago. And the people from 2 weeks ago, he's talking to somebody new today, and they're going to see them same videos 2 weeks from now, or get that email address. Money's in the list, which that's an old saying, by the way. The money's a whole bunch of places today. The money's in the list, the money's in the videos, and the money's in your blog. And so I'm happy. I'm so happy that I have a caring group of supporters, people in My Lead System Pro. I'm glad that I've met some of the most fantastic people. I'm happy that I've been able to meet and help people on a daily basis. That is really who I am. I want you to be successful. That's what makes my life meaningful. If you don't know how to generate leads, then call me, talk to me, message me. If you need to know how to make a sale, then I have a video that's going to help you. Buy the Prospector's Playbook. It is $7, people. And that woman, when she told me she's getting 25 leads a day, but she can't get nobody to buy her products, I said, well, buy this course that I bought. I just bought this course 2 days ago. I love it. And it's already starting to make my sales increase. Well, I don't buy educational material. And I'm like, well, how far do you think you're going to go in this business? Because the secret of everything is they teach you what they've learned over time, and it's taken them time to learn this. And that knowledge is valuable. Yeah, Ray, what's up? I don't know how this hand raising thing works. I see Laura's got her hand up and Ray's got his hand up, but I don't know how to deal with the hand raising thing. I've never used it. So I'm gonna enable the question and answer. If you have any questions, just Look over there now on the right hand side of you or left hand side of your screen. You should see the question and answer box pop up. Just click on it if you have a question, and I'll address it. Let's try on anything on lead generation. The money's in the list. We were talking about the money being in the list, and I see we're 1 hour now, so I'll be wrapping it up. But the money's in the list because every single day your leads, because people say, well, what do I do with my leads? You send them emails. Every day you send them emails of some type of quality content. All right, then watch this. It's up there now. Lauren, I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Yeah, Lauren, it's up there now. Patty, it's up there now. Every single day you want to send your list some kind of quality content that's going to help them increase their business. And then at the bottom of your email, you can place an ad for one of your products. You like Melissa, I've been sharing with Melissa that she's at a stage now where she's starting to put together her email list. I mean, her email letters, and at the end of the letter, now she's going to start putting one of her YouTube videos that shows one of her products. All right, and that's all there is to it. When you talk about the money's in the list, by the 5th or 6th time that people get letters from you, your email letters, they will be curious and they'll want to buy your products. It's as simple as that. Why? Because they trust you now. They know you as somebody that cares. You have their best interest in mind. You have shared with them why essential oils is the best product to have in your house versus whatever the alternative is, because it protects your children and so forth. But you've shared this content with them throughout the week, so that when they get an email from you with an ad for essential oils, then they're like, oh, essential oils, that's one of the things that she was talking about not too long ago. That's good for be around the children, because if they put it in their mouths, it's naturally based, so nothing's going to hurt the children. I want to go ahead and buy that, because that's a whole lot better than having bleach in the house around the children. And basically, I want to share with you, and then I'm going to shut it down. Oh, I shut my Facebook down. I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I'm going to share with you what normally people tell you is the wrong way to brand yourself. But I'm going to share with you today that it is really a good thing if you are an affiliate marketer for like Unique or Janess. I'm going to come over here, and I've already talked to my buddy Brittany. I'm going to go to Brittany's page. Look at all these people I talk to. I talk to them. I make them understand. You know, they come to me and they ask a question. Okay, this is Brittany's group. Okay, and if you click Brittany's file tab, she has all kind of free stuff here for people that she can give away. All right, and she's branding herself as a go-to person. How to fire your boss in 10 steps, weekly free webinars, 150 leads a month on Instagram, and she can give these things away, so that when she's networking with her 69 people in this group, and one of them has a problem, and they say, well, I like Instagram, but I can't get leads off of it, she can say, well, go in the file tab, and there it is. Also, I'm going to click here because I want to go to her page. Brittany, I've already shared with her that I was going to do this. Now, this is her profile page, and she has a fan page called Lash Out Loud by Brittany. This is her fan page, her business page. All right. Now, normally they tell you, oh, don't do that. But Brittany is a representative of unique. So why wouldn't she have a unique page? Because what happens is people that search for unique in Facebook, her fan page comes up. They come over here. They look at her content that she's posting. It looks nice. And they find out that there's more here than just ads. There's cute little pictures. And there's her showing how her makeup works. And look at the cat. And they start thinking, well, damn, she's pretty cool. So they like her page. When they like her, oh, I've never liked your page, Brittany. So when they like her page, she gets notified somebody just liked your page. So she can go tell them, thank you for liking my page. Are you with Unique? And a conversation gets started because her goal is to get somebody signed up in Unique. So why wouldn't she brand herself as a unique representative? Not only a unique representative, though, the go-to person in Unique. You know, because there's 15,000 representatives for Unique out there. So why isn't everybody making $1 million? But why is Brittany breaking records in her company? Simply because she's branding herself as the go-to person. She gives away quality content, value to people, who then makes them curious as to who she is. And when they do their research and find out, they're going to ask, oh, you're with Unique? Oh, Unique's great. Well, I'm having trouble with my company. Is Unique a good company? And then next thing you know, Brittany's got another sign up. She's doing awesome. Melissa's here. I didn't ask Melissa if it would be okay, but I mean, it's fine. Share her group. Look at this. This is Melissa's group. Now watch this. She's branded this group. She's branded herself. First off, she's the administrator, which means what? She's the boss. She's the one in authority in this group. And she can message and talk to everybody here. She does. Melissa, wow, that's awesome. I'm sending you a private message right now. Look at that. She allows these people to post their awesome content and they interact. Look at that. Laura, Melissa made this post. Laura responded. Melissa responded back. Look at this. People, now you don't see that in every group. How many groups do you go in and post an ad where you see there's 4 comments on this post? Look at that. Why? Because Melissa's established this group as more than just some place where you can post an ad. This is a place where mompreneurs can come and enjoy themselves, chat, meet new people and new friends. And if one of them's struggling, guess what Melissa's got right here in their tab? Quality content, directory of groups, her products that can help people. And then there's parentpreneurs, building an online empire. And then my friend Patty today, another one of the people who have trusted me with their future. And I take that very seriously. She established her group right before this meeting started. And there she is. She's pinned her post and she's got a little thing here on free training on how to recruit leaders in your network business. Look, she's already putting value out there for people. Now, somebody's going to come in here and they're going to post an ad. But in posting their ad, they're going to see Patty's ad, little statements there. Free training. First thing people see, free. I want that. On how to recruit. Hell, I need to know how to recruit. They're going to click on it and bam. Patty's got a sale. Or Patty's got a new friend. Or Patty's got somebody that she can refer to. And that's pretty much all I've got, people. If you want to know how to be successful, the very first thing you have to do in home business to be successful is going to be brand yourself as the leader, brand yourself as a person who is in authority, meaning not somebody who lords over somebody, but you're the go-to person. Everybody knows that if something's wrong on the job or something's wrong at Walmart, I need to see a manager. Why? Because they're an authority. I need some advice on Unique. Go see Brittany. I need some advice on Janesse. Go see Melissa. I need some advice on It Works, Wraps, and we'll go see my friend. But see, here's the thing, and I do that all day long. If Brittany is spending time with her family tonight, but if she was here, she would testify that I was in a conversation with a lady who's with Unique. And I don't know anything about Unique and makeup and hairstyles and stuff. But I told her, I said, you know what? I don't know that question, the answer to that question, but I have a friend who's crushing it. So do you mind if I introduce y'all and she can answer your question? And Brittany made a new friend right there. And I believe that's her right here today, the other Melissa, Callie. You know, people have questions, people need answers. They say, well, I can't afford help right now. I can't afford to pay this right now, or I can't afford to do. And I'll tell you what, people, I've had so many people tell me they can't afford to pay me for my coaching, like at the moment, or they can't afford a book or an e-course on prospecting. And I will spend 30 minutes to an hour just chatting with them and, well, where exactly, trying to probe and get in there like a doctor does, where the problem is, where you're actually hurting, and help you, even though you ain't got the money. Now, a salesman's not going to do that. A salesman's going to say, well, he ain't got no money. I ain't got no reason to talk to him or her. So they'll move on. But if you show you that you care, and it might be 2 months down the road, but people remember good deeds. And if you help somebody today, like I was sharing with one person I was helping, they're like, man, God bless you. You're a godsend. What can I do for you? And I said, just do me one favor. So anything, what do you need? I said, play it forward. When you're in a position and somebody needs help and they don't have the money, help them. And they're like, I will, you know. And that bonds us together so that when the time comes and they need a course that's going to be on prospecting, like for example, the Prospector's Secrets, Sponsoring Secrets by Ray Higdon, that is probably, it's $97, people. And $97 to somebody like me used to not be easy. And it's still, I hate to get off that kind of money, but the point is, it's worth $20,000 to me, because that's how much I realize I'm fixing to start making off my marketing from following the Sponsoring Secrets that he shares with me. So let me look over my notes real quick and then we'll end. Brand yourself. Your brand is who you are. Stop looking at what you know and look at your results. That's another lesson. Why are you in this industry? Why do people struggle? These are all, okay, I'm in my Sponsoring Secret. I can't give that away, not today. That'll be my next lesson. If you come back next Sunday for the Social Media Mastery, I'm going to be talking about some of the lessons that I've learned from this $97 course that I took, and be teaching you some of the methods that Ray Higdon has taught me on how to convince people that you have the best makeup, you have the best wraps, you have the best weight loss supplements, you have the best essential oils that nobody's going to want to deal with, nobody but you. I'll be teaching y'all some of those tactics next Sunday. And with that, if nobody has any questions, because I thought I enabled the question and answer, I did. Nobody has any questions. Does anybody have any questions before we sign off? I'm going to enable the chat again real quick. It was going so fast I couldn't. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Everybody tell each other bye. It was nice to meet you, Lauren. Ray, it was good to see you again. Patty, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Melissa, Dorico, Lauren, and I just encourage everybody. I'm going to put the offer up here one more time to join us. Now, I notice a lot of people here are already with My Elite System Pro. And that's just another testament of the brotherhood and sisterhood of our organization, is that we support each other, you know. And there's the webinar link. It's free. What you do is you sign up for it, click the link right now, and you'll be given a notification Wednesday to don't forget that your webinar is about to start. And come out, enjoy the evening with us. Last night we had the power couple, Tracy and Dustin, who went from absolute zero to 5 and 6 figures a month now. And they took you step by step on what they did. And that's all I have. I don't have my poor old partner has got laryngitis. He can't talk. And go ahead, Ray, it's okay. And so he couldn't be here tonight with me, and I'm sorry I had to take up all y'all's time myself. Does anybody have any questions? Thank you, Patty. I appreciate that comment. Money's in the list. I'll tell you what, they say two things: money's in the list and money's in the follow-up. I'm just gonna give everybody an opportunity to say bye to everybody else, and I'll see y'all Sunday.